Okay, hello everyone. Grace and Lottie's channel, Elizabeth here. Jumping in today, back with the Kalour. In the middle of this set, I've got to get these done so I can get the swatch charts out. So it's another, you're working with me. We're hanging out while I'm working, getting the product ready. This is how I go through and do my checks to make sure proofreading, making sure I didn't misspell anything or spell something right that was misspelled in the set. Just checking in. Good morning, Mama Bear. Afternoon, I guess. It's afternoon here. It's afternoon where you are. So that is this. I have gotten my idea for the next several. So I know where I'm going. Hey, Mandy. Welcome in. Going to be jumping into something really fun after this, so I'm looking forward to getting to do that, but it's gonna take me a little bit of setup today after I get off stream to kind of get some things ready. So anyway, let's jump in today. The tray 9, I've got to get 9 through 13 done. I don't know if I'll get all those done on stream, but this is gonna be the last stream of these, so before we move into the next set of things, which I'm really excited about. I have nothing to preview it, so I'm not even gonna like tell you what it's going to be, because it's like it's one of those that's kind of hard to explain. But I'm excited about it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So that being said, 9 through 13 have to get done today. I will get as far as I can here. I don't have any meetings though, so I can go pretty long today, which is nice. I've taken care of everything ahead of time today. Like, I've been a busy bee on email and that kind of thing today, because today is invoice day. So I had to send out invoices to clients, so that was the big bit of my morning, was getting that all taken care of. So it is done now. I love when it's done. It's like I don't necessarily enjoy that part of my business, but it is part of it. And it's not that I have a ton of invoices to send out. I really don't. It is not something like it's worth hiring somebody to do. It isn't worth it. I'm on grandma duty. I can understand being on grandma duty right now. So anyway, I'm trying to get a deep breath because I was like running and I like looked. I was like, crap, I'm late. I got to get everything together. And my computer wasn't even booted up, like that I needed to be able to stream on. So I got it all set up and ready. Okay, so first one's light eggplant. I am curious if I used light eggplant, or it's not done until the paperwork is done. I know. So it's all done. I am caught up. September has been invoiced. And right now everything I make is going to replacing our roof. Hey, Jordy, thank you for hopping in. Our roof desperately needs replaced. It's leaking in several spots. And oh, this is bright wisteria and it says light wisteria here. There's my first catch of a typo. So let's pull up the right recent. Oh, wrong. It helps to be on the right thing. Oh, my tablet now. Oh, no worries. I get that switching over. I'm logged in, again, having multiple channels, different things. I am different people. And so now this is going to say bright wisteria instead of light wisteria. A bit of a busy week here since my middle son started his he got a real job, like real big boy working in an office job. Part of the deal was when that happened, he would get to move downstairs and become kind of an apartment down. We have a walkout basement, so he's moved down there, but it meant that we had other things that needed to move, and so we've been playing move like everything, and I'm resetting up, and I took that time, here's light flush, 262, to kind of go through and clear out old paperwork we didn't need. You know, especially like just statements that like they're online if I need them, so I don't need to worry about keeping random statements for bills that have been paid. So next, lavender blush, 418. So that was my whole afternoon yesterday, between when I ended stream and I had my meeting, and then after the meeting, and it was funny how exhausting that was. Like, I hit the end of the evening and I was just done. Next is the funniest color, I think, name-wise in here, because if you just imagine it, it's a funny thing, and you like think about it. The next one is orange purple, and I think like if you the color, like you imagine combining orange and purple, if you ever did that when you were little, it got a very uninspiring brown is what you ended up with. Well, fortunately this color is not so bad with the name orange purple. I think it's actually a fairly pretty like lavender mauve, so this one could have gone a lot worse. So yeah, memory of being a kid at preschool. I don't know if you guys, I remember like combining paint colors. Like I have these great ideas, and 9 times out of 10 they just ended up with a really awful brown. So, okay, grayish pink. I think this is pretty well how it is described. Next, pastel red, which I always assumed was pink, but here it is its own thing. Normally when I'm mixing, like if I'm using reds, hold on just a second. Had a little cough there. Hold on, we're gonna skip this song. Next. Oh, this one's name is Jazz Apricot. That is a good song name. Let me know if this inspires jazzy apricot vibes for you. But back to the pastel red. I typically, when I'm highlighting with red, I'll use peaches to do it. I find that pinks don't work as well for what I like, the look I like. That's just what I have found works good for me. Putty gray, 452. It is in the pink family. It's just, it's still more in that mauve kind of grouping of pinks. I typically picture a brighter pink. You know, not quite Barbie pink. Next, dull red. I like to think that dull red is their meaning of dull, their meaning here is boring. This is just a boring red. Yeah, yeah, the 300 set. There's, well, technically there should be 220 more. That, I think it's strange the way they divided them, because they have a 240 set, and a 300 set, and so there'd have to be overlap, I would think, between the 300 and the 240 set, or when they combine these, there are 40 color, 20 colors that just weren't included. So I'm kind of curious how that'll work. I wanted to look into that a little deeper. Okay, silver purple next. Grade lavender in the Prismacolor, which I would think silver purple is very similar in idea, is one of my favorite colors to use. I use it a lot. Okay, next, light grape. Next, metallic violet. Next, thistle. Okay, there's thistle. Next, light purple. So how's everybody's Wednesday going? Next, pale violet. So a lot of aerocopter, yeah. Well, I'm sure there's areas that's the only way they can get in right now. Just because, I mean, there are roads that are totally gone. And it's probably going to be that way for a little while. I mean, just to even get groceries in right now. It's kind of like living in those areas of Alaska where like they have to take everything in by plane. You know, you're obviously not in Alaska, but oh, we went to I was not paying a lick of attention to this yesterday, guys. Okay, just FYI. The things I am up and current on so many things, and there's so much to stay, it feels like, current on. You know, Shrubs was hearing about the port strike and like how there's going to be some shortages, and so everybody was going and buying toilet paper. And I'm like, okay, are we like that again? And so like last night we went to Kroger. I mean, we were down to our last like 7 rolls. It's like it was time to buy some toilet paper anyway for our house. And it's like, oh, it is picked over here. We are not in a flood area where like there are stores who don't have stock or things like that, like, or that were washed away, so people are all having to go to one store that normally don't. So it is not that, as opposed to where like Mama Bear, my sister and stuff are, up there. That's understandable. Like there are grocery stores and stuff like that that people normally shop at that aren't there, and so now all of that traffic's being funneled into one area, and so yeah, they're probably low on stock. Not as much. We live about 4.5 hours apart, so. But yeah, it's just one of those. It's funny how the their like their stuff. I understand like why the stock would be out, but like Shrubs was talking about coworkers who like pale purple right here went to Costco, and Costco here, like we were not hit by any of this. Was completely already out of toilet paper just because of the rumors of this port closure that it may happen. I mean, it looks like it's going to, but and sure enough, Kroger was picked over for toilet paper last night, and it just totally blew my mind. Like I was like, really, we're going back to this? I've lived through this before. I've done this one. We don't need to do it again. Next, Wisteria. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are really low. I mean, number one, routes are gone. Like, okay, so 40 and 26, like that normally transport goods. And if the roads are gone, I don't know how many railroad tracks. I mean, they don't report that, like that are normally used for shipping too, you know. So that's, you know, a whole nother thing to think about, you know, with the roads being gone, how many train tracks were like in bridges and stuff. So anyway, there is that. It's kind of my thought. It's just, it feels weird that here we have no reason to be low. East Tennessee, totally different story. Slate blue. I guess the travel from like North Carolina, like probably Durham and stuff like that would be affected to Nashville right now, obviously. But I don't know how much there is of that. I don't see a lot of North Carolina license plates here. Which we live right on 65, and I'm kind of surprised, like, we don't see a lot of Kentucky plates here, you know? Because I know a lot of Kentuckians go to and from Florida. And this would be the route to get you to Florida. This is wash blue. A little scratchy of a pencil, not too bad. I stocked up for the I'm sure, I mean, the one plus with this is everybody was warned. I really feel like this was a well-warned storm. Does that mean that the comprehension of just how bad it was going to be, just because we do hear about storms that are going to be absolutely horrible and blah, 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 and then like, it's not that bad. And so as humans, we go based on what we have, and it feels like the boy who cried wolf. And so a little different. So I feel like that probably played into a little bit of just the way it all actually went down. But I do feel like people, it was well, like maybe the severity was a little bit of a surprise, but it was, people were like, from what I saw, weather reports were saying this is going to be bad. Be ready. And yeah, the hurricane did take a slightly more easterly path that I think fueled it even more. So yeah, it was, people heeded the warnings, and like there's only so much you can do. Like you can warn and warn and warn, and if people don't listen. Reddish blue. Another funny one, like reddish blue. Isn't that just purple? It is more blue than purple, I will say that. But yeah, reddish blue. Isn't it? Yeah. Ultramarine. Light wisteria. I feel like this feels darker than normal wisteria. Wasn't there normal wisteria? This is normal wisteria. This is light wisteria. Mixed purplish blue. Let's see if it's actually a purplish blue. Okay, next violet blue. Okay. Ash blue. I watched an interesting thing once that talked about excuse me. It was like the origin of color names, and it was really neat because black and white in English come from two different languages, both words meaning ash, which is curious because if you think about it, yeah, okay, ashes when something's burning can be both black or white depending, and I thought it was really cool that black and white come from the same word. For color names, I thought that was just, I found it fascinating. Oh yes, I do watch entomology videos. Etymology, not entomology. Etymology videos on YouTube. Cornflower blue. And that at one point, the English language had like other letters, including the letter thorn. And the letter thorn stood for the TH sound. Overall blue. Overall it's blue. Next, dead blue. Next, mineral violet. I hope he has a great day at work. Till 7. That's not too bad. That's a decent shift. When we first moved here from California, Shrubs' schedule stayed on California hours. And that meant that he was working 12:30 to 9 every day. And that was painful because it kind of left me like we couldn't, because his work schedule is Tuesday through Saturday, so it meant we didn't have Friday evenings or Saturday evenings. Like there was no weekend, nothing. Like we're trying to learn a new area and I'm kind of by myself navigating everything and all the social events and that type of stuff, and it was hard. His schedule has changed quite a bit since then. He's still Tuesday through Saturday, but abyssal blue. we've learned how to make that part work. Yeah, he works the weekends too. I've been there. And that one, it wasn't so much that he had to work on Saturdays. It was that I had no evenings and no weekends. And that was hard, having neither ever. Like, because, I mean, you couldn't even like do something after 7. Like, it was like, oh, 9 o'clock, you know, you're not having friends over for dinner at 9 o'clock. That bright purple. My schedule slowly changed, and it was wonderful when he got like more of a normal, you know, central time zone job. Well, it's the same job, it's hours. I did a lot of streaming too. Like, I was doing gaming streaming and all of that while he was working those schedules. Part of the reason. What are my favorite pencils? My favorite pencils depends on what I'm doing, because I have favorite pencils for different things. If I'm just going to color in a coloring book, like meaning I'm just doing something for me, I don't pull out my Prismacolors. I use smaller sets. I like using the Staedtler Design Journeys. I like my Progressos from Kalour. That's only a 24 set. I really enjoy using those, as well as my Kalour 72 set. I will use those quite a bit there. If I am doing something on toned tan or black, the Prismacolors come out for sure. And so that's where I'll pull those out. The white coverage and just the color opacity with them, I just think can't be beaten, and I think it works great there. So that's, especially traveling with just like the Kalour or the Progressos, you know, they travel easy being in only a 24 set, so that works out great. They are not color matched, however, with the deep purple is what I'm doing right now, with the normal polycolor set. Hey, Angela, welcome in. So those are the sets I recommend and I like. I really do like the Staedtler Design Journeys and their price and performance. I think, you know, you do a good chart, that's a good spot where they hit at a nice, affordable, but yet with decent quality, you know, and lay down and everything. So that's my 2 cents on all the pencils I have tested and tried. Given the way pricing has changed, very few spots will I recommend Crayola as a product. Violet Ultramarine, just because I've kind of found that pricing wise, they're not, while they are inexpensive, it's not as big of a difference compared to some of the other more budget brands to just go ahead and spend a teeny bit more and get that much. Hey, Shrubs, welcome. He's actually out of meetings. But yeah. Oh, my colors. Okay, so did you have the full 150 set? Or was it a smaller set of Prismas? I'm curious on that. Bluish purple. I'm a little partial to him, Mandy. I think he's a pretty good guy. Oh, the 150? Okay. I was curious because like there are colors in my 150 that I don't know if I could do without. Like when I think about working, like the amount that I use Parma Violet in things I do, like it's funny the names like really stick out to you. Like my crimsons are like, they are short. I do have some vintage of permanent red. I'm a little sad that my vintage ones that I have aren't a color I use more. Cadet blue. Of terracotta and lavender. There's 2 shades that got replaced. Let me pull that. So those are your guys. Oh, I also use the Deco Pink and Deco Peach a whole lot. Those are another 2 that. Pull this puppy out. So another tray here coming out. This is more purples. We'll do the flyby. There's a flyby. I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. Okay, back. I've had a tickle in my throat. And so I got another drink because my coffee's about gone. Plus what's in the pots. It's all cold. So I got a different drink. Okay, now we got light indigo. Next, royal violet. Next, light blue. Next, steel blue. Next, pastel violet. Next, periwinkle blue. Metallic pale purple. I think that's a very apt name for this one. It's still fairly gray. I don't see a lot of purple in this, but it does say it's pale purple. Next, green gray. Okay, I don't really see green in this one. Metallic light purple. Next, metallic plum purple. Okay, next, metallic eggplant. Next, plum purple. Like this is the color you think of at the inside of a plum. Next, wineberry. Just checking something. Some settings were a little bit weird. Here we go. There. There we go. Got it fixed. Oh, okay. Joel just sent me a, my son just sent me a reminder for something that I need to get done today. Next, lilac. Metallic and any food name just seems like a weird. It is, I think so. Okay, lilac. Does anybody get a feeling in like their teeth or something? You think about metallic food? Okay, metallic pastel purple. Different than metallic light purple. Yeah, but shrubs does not picture much anything. Okay, here we are. Here's another color. I'm gonna say it. See if like you get a feeling in like your teeth or like you kind of taste it. I do with these things. So metallic grape. Now, shrubs is has aphantasia, which means um, like if you tell him to picture something, there is no mental picture. Like pictures. So yeah, it's kind of like a computer working without a monitor, kind of a thing. Like it still works and computes and everything. There's just no visual representation in his brain of things. Okay, next, medium orchid. I don't know if I don't see it. I know it. Yeah, it's. I think it's fascinating because I am so the other way with it that I think in all my senses, and so to not like, yeah, it's a strange thing. Okay, that I finished the coffee, the cold coffee. Now I have strawberry kiwi water. Bengal rose. I like the Bengal rose better than the Bengal red. So there's the Bengal red in here as well. Next, orchid purple. Light orchid. Next, crepe myrtle. Next, royal purple. So we had royal violet. This is royal purple. Hi, Mama. Oh, I meant to ask you when schools are, if they have a date for when the schools are going to reopen. Next, opera mauve. Again, a fascinating name for a color. City school's open Monday. Yeah, the county, no clue. Next, lavender. Okay, next, heliotrope. Next, purple. Next, purplish red. Next, fluorescent lilac. This one doesn't feel great, which normally makes me think, ooh, it'll be a nice one, but I'll pull out my black light here in just a second. Okay, you ready? It's not gonna fluoresce. I remember. See, there is no glowing right here at all. I can hold it up here, get it down, trying to get it to glow. You see there's no difference on that one. Very disappointing. It is not demure. It's not mindful. Next, violet. Grape. Grape, grape, grape. Do you think about grapes? Hey, honey, grapes. And you run away, very next day. Bum, 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 bum. Next, amethyst purple. Dark purple. Dark purple. Next, grape purple, as opposed to regular grape. Next, deep magenta. Next, plum. Again, different than plum purple. Mallow. metallic ochre. Pastel maroon. Interesting shade name again. Next, another funny one, metallic Peru. And last on this tray, metallic wine. Okay, that tray is done, as well as this page. Okay, next page. 11 and 12. As well as the next tray, which this one's getting a lot less color. We're getting into the grays and browns. Our sad beige moment. I'm going to take a quick break for just a moment. I will be right back. Okay, back, ready to get going again. There we are. First one, this is another funny name, Dusky Chocolate. I don't think I'd want to eat dusky chocolate. I don't know about you guys. It does sound like it would be very appetizing. It's not an ugly color. Like, I could see a pair of shoes in this color being kind of cute. It's just, the name is like, that's really unappealing. Next one, metallic silver. Doe gray. This is a very, very pale gray. Like, I doubt the camera's picking it up. It's a little bit of brown. I would say it's more in the brown than a true gray. Still definitely beige, but that's very, very pale. I doubt the camera picked that up at all. Next, sky gray. Earth gray. Lotus gray. Ice gray. Light gray. Very much exactly what it says. This is a light gray. Next, Gainsborough. Next, ash gray. Next, gesso gray. I think I'm going to change the music. I'm not feeling this today. There we go. Next is honeydew, which is kind of a funny one to have in grays because I think of honeydew as being very green. Okay, we go from ash gray to ashen gray. Next, drab green. Next, purple gray. From the outside, it looks exactly like it says. Next, moon gray. Okay, next, moon gray. Dove gray. Light brownish gray. Another funny color. Like I don't think I've really thought too much about what a cyan gray would look like. Next, dusky gray blue. Okay, next, pale, or metallic pale blue. Pine blue. Greenish gray. Next, dim gray. Next, metallic lead gray. So for all those times you're coloring lead, dull gray. We go from a metallic gray to a dull gray. Next, mist gray. It was interesting Sunday night. We were up in Nashville, we were coming home, and after all the rain, we live in an area that gets really foggy already, and the fog was starting to form, and we knew, like, we had heard on the weather, like, it's gonna be foggy, and it was so crazy seeing it. Like, I don't get to see fog forming much. Normally you wake up and you're like, oh, it's really foggy outside. That's how the fog happens here. Seeing all the lights reflecting off of it. It was very interesting to get to see it. Next, lividity. Another thing, like, I don't know exactly what this color should be. This is what they say lividity is. Metallic pale green. Next, pike gray. I don't think maybe I've seen a pike, like the fish in real life. I don't know if they're meaning the fish, because it is kind of greenish, or if they mean like the weapon, like a pike. Smoky gray. Next, Peru gray. No worries. Typically, after the first bit of the live stream, it goes a little quiet. I'm used to that. As everything kind of settles in. Next, we got nut brown. How many trays I got left? I'm on 11. I have 2 more after this one, so I'm almost done with this one. Dark brown. Next, walnut brown. There we go. I don't know what you mean. I need a girl's view. coal black. Next, dark gray violet. Deep greenish gray. We had greenish gray here, so let's see if this is greenish gray but deep. Okay, and next black. Okay, time for a new tray. Time for a new tray. Ooh, this one's interesting. This one's like a perfect fall tray. We're gonna get out of those grays for a minute. We're gonna get to go into beautiful oranges. I'm excited about these. Oranges and some browns, some ochres. Very much a fall feel here. Okay, starting with metallic dark gold. next metallic green gold. Next, metallic pale gold. It's a lot of metallics. This set has a ton of metallics. And now metallic yellow ochre. Saddle yellow. Next, brown olive. Next, mahogany. Next, ginger yellow. Metallic gold. rust yellow. Next, dark yellow. Next, golden orange. Next, desert yellow. I wrote that one down as desert orange. This is definitely desert yellow. Let's fix that. Double check and make sure I fixed that elsewhere where it needed to be fixed. Nope, I did not. I didn't catch this one. This is desert yellow. Have a mistake in the original. Master list now. There we go. Now desert yellow everywhere. All fixed. I understand why I wrote orange. Kind of sits at that weird intersection of yellow and orange. Sandy brown. Next, metallic orange. Next, and this is not a typo. This is how they spelled it, light salmon. Metallic apricot. Next, dark salmon. Next, yam. Next, redwood. Next, salmon, spelled the normal way. Getting so close to being done. Metallic orange yellow. metallic red brown. Next, Redle Pink. Interesting name. I think this one, yeah, another interesting name here. Next, Orange Sienna. Salmon Pink. And a shade of salmon that I don't know if I should eat salmon that's this color personally, but you know. Orange. Interesting that in this set, that in the way it's laid out, it takes to tray 12 out of 13 to get to an orange. Normally, your basic colors are a little bit earlier in the set, especially of this size. Here we are. Hello, orange. You notice 033, so if you do them by numeric order, a lot easier. Next, bright orange red. Next, light ochre. We had metallic light ochre, I'm pretty sure. When was it? Oh, yellow ochre. It was not metallic light ochre. It gets confusing after a little while. Been a lot of colors. Next, ochre. Next, brick dust. Maroon brown. Next, tan. If I was tanned to this color of tan, I would be very, very dark. I think I would probably get very, very burnt. Chestnut brown. Next, chocolate. We have dusky chocolate here. This is just regular old chocolate. Still a pretty pale chocolate. Definitely not dark chocolate. Clay brown. Next, rosy brown. Next, just plain old brown. Next, apricot yellow. Metallic copper. Last one for this tray. One tray left. Just tray 13. There we go, metallic copper. That one, this tray is done. To the last tray, tray number 13. Here it comes. Some more browns, grays for the most part. A couple of fun surprises. Here's the flyby. And that there's like a gray-green in there. But most of it's just like straight grays and browns, beiges kind of colors. So let's get ready for that. Starting with metallic antique brass. This is a color that I understand being metallic. Now we're doing khaki. Next, camel yellow. Next, cinnamon. Next, metallic tea red, another interesting color name. Next, metallic coconut. Oh, no worries. I hope you enjoyed your trip to the store. Welcome back. Metallic chocolate next. Hope you were able to get what you needed. We were talking earlier in the stream about how where I am on the rumors of just that port going on strike and shutting down or whatever, the port workers. There was a run on toilet paper yesterday here. I kind of had felt like I was stuck back in 2020 again for a moment. I was like, really? We're doing this again? We did this once. We don't need to do it again. Saddle brown. But I guess I could say that it was not unprecedented, right? It was definitely precedented. It has happened before. So. Okay, metallic saddle brown. Linen brown. I need a peppier song. This is not peppy enough. Let's get a little peppier. We're getting towards the end here. Next, metallic sepia.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag,
Just a quick ask, if you're enjoying this video and you've been here for a little bit, please give it a like, it helps a lot.
I know life's short, so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
Next, metallic flesh tint. Another one. Haven't really thought about needing a whole lot. Color-wise. It seems very oddly specific. The metallic fleck in this makes it really, really great. Like, it's...
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but They know it's cap.
I'm feeling the pigment and the metallic fleck did not blend well in this
I
one.
go crazy. Nah, bitch, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily.
I'm mad if they're separated.
About to unpack all these things I've been chasing.
Next, warm gray. So like a warm hug. Pretty warm. It's got a lot of pink in it too. Next, rust. Okay, next, metallic coffee. We were talking about metallic food earlier. This is definitely another funny one here. The fleck is at least blended in better than it was with that metallic flesh tint. Okay, next, burnt umber. There we go. Next, subtle brown. Back. Oh, metallic coffee. Perfect timing to get back to get to see metallic coffee. Next, saddle brown. Next, cocoa brown. Next is burnt brick red. It says brick red on it. Reddish brown. light reddish brown. Okay, and now regular coffee, not metallic coffee, just regular old coffee. Next, dark sepia. Next, dark coffee. A little darker than the regular coffee. Next, damson. Next, metallic black purple. Oh, sorry, metallic purple black. Get those in the right order here. I'm not seeing a ton of purple in this. Seeing more gray. Next, dark cadet. Next, slate gray. Next, just plain old gray. Okay, next gray green. Next, Zephyr. Okay, and then we get orange gray, another strange combination. Last row, I know. Finally. My hand is getting really tired. Next, lead gray. Tell this one, they did not center, if you look, the core very well on this one. Better than moldy orange. Well, yeah, true. It is almost that color though. Okay, next, elephant gray. That's about the color of an elephant. Next, lamp brown. Next, metallic black. Okay. Next, bronze. bronze. And probably if I was coloring something bronze, use that as a shadow shade with it. It is definitely bronze. Next, Beaster. Another brown, a little more yellow than the bronze. I think it would be good under an antique brass because the dark shade when you're coloring something. Next is Umber Gray, which I've got a title. I've got a typo in that. Says G4EY. Let's fix that real quick. Go back over here. That's a good typo. There we go. Fixed. Oh. I just accidentally fixed the wrong order. Oh, there we go. Now it's fixed. It now says Umber Gray on the sheet. This is why I do this. My proofreading. Dark gray violet, which just says dark gray. There is no dark gray violet with this. 200. Let's double check and make sure that is not one that was made that mistake everywhere. Yep, I did. I called them all dark gray violet. It's just dark gray. I don't even know where I got the violet from. Considering it was made on all of the sheets, that means it's made a spreadsheet. So now I gotta go back and fix the spreadsheet. Oh, because there is a dark gray violet. Okay, it just auto corrected, but they are not near each other. That is why. It auto-filled when I was typing it in. That has been fixed now. And then we have the last one, Noir Black, which just means black. Is Noir Black more black than black? Considering it's got two blacks in the name. There's the big question coming up. There we are. Last pencil. Finishing it up. Oh, this one feels like the Cool Gray 90% in the Prismacolor set. And if you've had that set, you know the feeling. It's like really scratchy. But the black in the Prismacolor set isn't really scratchy, so but that feels a lot like it. There we are, all done. Oh, my hand is so ready for a break. But that finishes it for today. I'll let that just sit there so you guys can see all those pretty colors. That ends the stream for today. I'll be back tomorrow with something new and different. I'm very, very excited. I know I did it. So looking forward to that. It'll be great it's a great October theme that I'll be working on. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Noon Central is when I start my streams. And I'm getting to do something a little different. So if you made it this far, consider giving a like, maybe subscribing. You clearly like this one. So my videos are pretty similar to this. So I hope that I will get to see you again next time. So until then,